Hello, everyone. Welcome to this week's SIIA Tech Chat. I am delighted to be joined today by Johanna Wetmore, CEO of EvoText. EvoText provides educational software that promotes personalized learning. Johanna, thank you so much for joining us today.
Thank you. Thank you for having me.
Well, I have to start by saying congratulations on your 2017 Cody Award for Best Cross-Curricular Solution. That's an amazing achievement. So, what do you think it was about your product this year that stood out?
Well, we don't ever stop building. That is sort of the EvoText model. We try not to go into maintenance mode because we're a production house. Our engineers, our designers, our QA folks, obviously our product developers, they love to develop. That's what they do. So we added, I think, 40% or 50% additional features above and beyond last year, and redid several pieces of the application just in the last year's time, because we were fortunate enough to be honored by this Cross-Curricular Solutions Award through Cody last year. So we got the 2016, and then we were floored to get it again this year. And we really think it has to do with some of the implementation changes and some of the improvements that we made, particularly around curriculum mapping, and really just took it to a whole new level. So I was very excited about that and very honored and humbled by it. But I think it really speaks volumes about what our Augment and EvoText eduneers, as I call them, were able to do in the last year's time.
Yeah, that's amazing. That's a lot of new features in 1 year. That's great. So you've developed a culture at EvoText of partnership. I've heard you talk, and I've seen things on your website and blogs about approaching customers as partners, not just customers. Why is that partner approach so important to EvoTech as a culture, but also to the market that you serve?
Well, for one thing, this is not a short transaction time. We develop these partnerships over a period of many years. And if you are going to work with somebody for that long of a period of time, that is a partnership, especially with the intimacy of knowledge that we have with what they're doing and how they, their motivations for how well they would like to be in the marketplace, our publisher clients, for example, where they're trying to go, what they're trying to accomplish. We have to get into their minds and their mindset, and we have to be on the same page. We're not a vendor in the sense of we just, you tell us where to put this and where to put that button, and we go ahead and do it. We actually come to the table, and this is what they like about us, is we come to the table with a sense of what this market is like. Most of the engineers and designers and product folks that we work with have been working in educational technology and publishing in education for at least 15 years. So they have a very good idea of what this market is like and what you need to succeed, especially when you have to win the trust of clients out there in the schools who may have been burned by previous products. And that trust is something that you earn, and then you have to keep re-earning month after month and year after year. And we know that. We know what has happened out there. We've heard those stories. So we do a very good job of just making sure that we're listening to the clients, we're listening to what the clients are, and I say this by the publisher clients, but also what their clients are asking for, and making sure that we're putting that into the product and offering that up in the way that they really want to see it.
So speaking about their clients, actual education providers, what do you think the biggest impact e-learning solutions have on the overall learning experience today, now that we're in this complete digital world?
What they should have is time savings. It should be about time savings and about stronger data-driven instruction. That's our feeling and our belief at EvoText, is that technology shouldn't be used if it's not actually helping to solve an issue or make something better. So if it's not, trying to make education more efficient, more high quality, more data driven, what exactly is it trying to accomplish? And technology for the sake of technology is an expensive endeavor and shouldn't be done necessarily. So we strive for, look, these folks have very little time in their day. We're here to either save some of it or make it better quality time. So we are very much focused on the data side of it and the workflow, the process by which things are done, to see if we can give them more high quality information out of what they're doing and make things a little bit faster so that we can take care of some of the machine side of life, and they can spend their time using their training and talents to be educators in the school and let us do some of the other tasks that maybe they don't need to be doing.
So you might have in a short way answered my next question, but how, with the onset of cloud-based solutions, where do you see the education market going? Where do you see what's it going to look like in the next couple of years?
I see it's not going to evolve too much if we don't get some serious infrastructure in place around bandwidth, because we're creating more and more powerful software solutions as a company and also as an industry. But we're not going to we're gonna surpass, and in some cases are surpassing what the ultimate district's use capability is going to be, because they just don't have the bandwidth or the technology. If that's the case, then we're going to be waiting for a while for that to catch up. So I'd like to see far more going into infrastructure improvements to make sure that classrooms have equal technology access across the district, across the schools, that across the country. And until we get that, I think we're going to see fits and starts with some of the technology advancement that we're looking at, even though it's cloud-based. It's great. Cloud-based is fantastic, but it does require that the infrastructure be there to support it.
Absolutely. Well, Johanna, thank you so much for your time today. For more information on EvoText, you can visit their websites and tune in next week for SIIA Tech Chats.